Imagine standing next to a cruise ship or a massive cargo vessel and suddenly realizing that it is so gigantic it feels like a floating skyscraper. Now picture ships so unbelievably huge. They are longer than the Empire State Building is tall, wider than entire highways, and heavier than entire cities. These ships don't just sail, they dominate the oceans. Today we are counting down the top 10 biggest ships ever built in human history. From luxurious floating cities filled with entertainment to industrial giants that carried the resources powering nations, these are the true titans of the seas. Stay with us until the very end, because the number one ship on this list is so massive, its record has never been broken and may never be matched again. Number 10. MOL Triumph Class. We begin our journey with the MOL Triumph Class, a breathtaking series of container ships nearly 400 meters long. Imagine 4 football fields lined up, floating as a single vessel, carrying thousands upon thousands of containers. Each of these containers can hold cars, electronics, clothing, and even food supplies. Without giants like the MOL Triumph, global trade would slow to a crawl. These ships are more than just cargo carriers. They are the beating heart of international commerce, keeping supermarkets stocked and factories running around the world. Number 9. Bergestål. At number 9 comes the mighty Bergstål, a bulk carrier built with one purpose: to transport iron ore across the oceans. At 342 meters long, this vessel was so large that it could only dock at 2 ports in the entire world. Every journey of the Bergstål was a masterpiece of planning and engineering. Tides, depth, and port capacity had to be calculated to perfection before this beast could even move. The Bergstål was not just a ship. It was a symbol of how far humanity was willing to push the limits of engineering to feed the fires of global industry. Number 8. Queen Mary II. At number 8, elegance meets power with the majestic Queen Mary II. Measuring 345 meters long, this ocean liner was built not only for size, but also for speed and luxury. Unlike modern cruise ships that drift from port to port, the Queen Mary II was designed to conquer the Atlantic Ocean in style. With her strong hull and unmatched engineering, she could glide through stormy seas with grace. Step inside and you enter a floating palace. Theaters, planetariums, ballrooms, and 5-star dining create an experience like no other. The Queen Mary II is not just transportation, it is a journey of pure elegance. Number 7. Quantum Class. At number 7, we welcome the futuristic Quantum Class cruise ships, stretching 347 to 348 meters long. These ships are not just large, they are marvels of technology and entertainment. Imagine skydiving inside a wind tunnel at sea, sipping a drink served by robotic bartenders, or floating high above the ocean in a glass capsule that gives you a panoramic view of the horizon. The Quantum Class is a bold vision of what cruising can be. They are not just ships, they are floating cities of adventure and innovation. Number 6. Pioneering Spirit. Now we move to number 6, where engineering meets pure power, the Pioneering Spirit. At 382 meters long, this vessel is the largest construction ship ever built. Its mission is unlike any other ship on this list. It was designed to lift entire oil platforms straight out of the water and transport them with ease. Imagine the strength required to carry structures weighing over 48,000 tons. The Pioneering Spirit looks like 2 ships fused together, but this unique design is exactly what gives it unmatched lifting power. It is not a passenger ship, it is a titan of the energy industry. Number 5. Oasis Class. At number 5, we enter the world of luxury with the Oasis Class cruise ships, measuring up to 362 meters long. These vessels are so enormous that stepping aboard feels like entering an entire city on water, with neighborhoods, shopping streets, theaters, parks, and even a central park filled with real trees. The Oasis Class redefines the meaning of a cruise. Over 6,000 guests and 2,000 crew members can live, work, and play together in this floating metropolis. The Oasis Class is not just a vacation. It is a world of entertainment, leisure, and wonder, all sailing across the seas. Number 4. Valamax Class. At number 4, the Valamax class bulk carriers dominate the cargo industry. At 360 to 362 meters long, these giants were built to transport iron ore from Brazil to China. Each voyage carries nearly 400,000 tons of material, enough to keep steel factories running for weeks. These ships are so efficient that they save millions of dollars in transportation costs every single year. The Valamax class is more than a ship. It is a vital artery of global trade, keeping the engines of industry alive and strong. Number 3. Esso Atlantic and Esso Pacific. At number 3, we find the twin giants of the oil industry, the Esso Atlantic and Esso Pacific. Each of these supertankers measured 406 meters long, and when they were launched in the 1970s, they were the pride of global shipping. They could carry more than 500,000 tons of crude oil in a single journey. Their massive size meant that only a handful of ports worldwide could welcome them, but their impact on global energy was unmatched. For decades, these colossal tankers symbolized the height of oil transportation and stood as giants of the sea. Number 2. Batillas Class. At the runner-up spot stands the Batillas class, 4 ultra-large crude carriers built in France during the oil boom of the 1970s. Measuring 414 meters long, these ships were so massive that walking from bow to stern could take you nearly half an hour. Each Batillas ship carried over 550,000 tons of oil, making them some of the largest moving structures ever built by human hands. Their scale was breathtaking, their power unmatched, and their presence unforgettable. Even though these giants are no longer in service, their legacy remains as a shining example of human ambition at its peak. Number 1. Seawise Giant. Finally, at number 1, we arrive at the legend itself, the Seawise Giant. At an astonishing 458 meters long, this ultra-large crude carrier remains the largest ship ever built in human history. This behemoth was so huge, it could not pass through the English Channel, the Suez Canal, or even the Panama Canal. Fully loaded, it could only navigate deep waters, making it a true ocean titan. The Seawise Giant went by many names, including Knock Nevis, and even after suffering damage during war, it was repaired and continued to serve. Its sheer size and power made it a legend of the seas. Although it was scrapped in 2010, its record has never been broken. The Seawise Giant was not just a ship, it was a floating world, a marvel of human engineering, and the ultimate king of the ocean. And that completes our journey through the top 10 biggest ships ever built. From the luxurious Oasis class to the unstoppable Seawise Giant, each of these ships represents the peak of human imagination and engineering. These vessels are more than just machines. They are floating monuments to human ambition, carrying people, resources, and dreams across the oceans of our world. If you enjoyed this countdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing stories, and share this video with someone who loves the sea as much as you do. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our world.